my kids call me Gampy. Miss Lester Bourque. This is my wife, Willie, Gammy.
Gammy doesn't have to speak.
Yeah, Gammy can
Gampy's
speak.
going to speak for him.
No. Hey, Venus. That's Gampy. First Gam. Okay, we're good. Can't do nothing without Gammy. She's been taking care of me. Pretty good. Little last year and a half, couple of years, I guess. Things are getting better.
Willie Bourque. Yeah. Everybody calls me Gammy.
So, tell me a story about when you guys met.
Oh, I got a lot of those. It was always, it happened a long time ago. They used to have a theater right across the bayou right here. In fact, you know, we'll see right across the bayou is a theater. They had movies. And they sell popcorn in there. And I used to go to that theater. And I went to buy me a box of popcorn. And I saw this beautiful little girl with the prettiest black hair I've ever seen in my life. So I went and I bought me a box of popcorn. I think it was a nickel, I believe, I don't know. But anyway, needless to say, I must have eaten about 20 boxes of popcorn because she was a pretty, I just wanted to make conversation with her and to talk to her and everything. And that's how we met. And one thing led to another. We started dating. There, she was young, a couple of years behind me, I guess. I don't remember exactly what it was. But mom and dad, I'd go over there to her house. In those days, dating was not like it is today. You'd have to have a partner to watch the mom, or to watch the sister. Or
They'd have to send somebody.
Had to
send somebody. One of the siblings had to go too.
Yeah, to go to the movie theaters. Her brother used to have to come with us, so he liked to eat. So I'd send him to the concession stand so he could eat and get away, so I could get a kiss if a kiss wouldn't hurt nothing, you know. But anyway, it was one of those. It was so fun.
When we brought Aunt June, we would go drop Aunt June off at this boy's house, and then we would go by ourselves to the drive-in theater. I don't know if they ever knew that. Then when the movie was over, we'd go pick up Aunt June and go back home.
One of the cutest stories of all. And Gammy heard me.
This was 10th grade and 8th grade. Yeah, that's how we started out. 8th grade. I was in the 8th grade.
She looked like she was a senior
That's
already.
Right
she
there.
was so pretty. But anyway, one of the cutest stories of all while we were dating. It was cold, and it had the Yam Drive-In, so I decided to go to the Yam Drive-In, and it was cold. I mean, we were going to and put Bubby in the back seat. In those days, you had the speakers that you put the windows down on the car and put the speaker in the car for you could hear the movie. So I put the speaker and I raised it up and everything. So it was getting cold. So I put the heater on. Turn the motor on and put the heat on. I said, Bubby, go get your hot dog, and I give him some money. We'll get him a hot dog and some popcorn, and I was gonna get me a little kiss while he was gone, you know. So I reached over to get a kiss, and I forgot that the motor was running, and my foot come off the brake. Whoop! It pulled the speaker off the window in the car.
Pulled the whole post out of the ground.
Pulled the whole post out of the ground. And then, so after that, I said, oh Lord have mercy, we got to get away from here. So I put the window down. I put the post on the ground. I put the speaker on the ground. I went and picked up Bubby. I said, Bubby, we got to go. Bubby was mad because we had to leave. He hadn't even got his food yet, I don't believe. But finally, we waited for his food. We got his food and we left. That's one of the cutest things. And then we have a couple of the cutest. We one time we went to the camp down OG to a supper, and we got to OG. We was gonna cross in a boat and come back and everything. Everything went fine. So we didn't have to bring Bubby.
Johnny Ray was supposed to come pick us up. The camp was on the opposite side of the bayou. The OG track ends at the water. And we were supposed to cross the water because the camp was on the other side of the bayou. And Johnny Ray was supposed to come pick us up. And we got there late, and Johnny Ray came, nobody was there, so he left. So when we got there was no one there to pick us up. Go ahead.
Yeah, and we couldn't, so we left. So we got ready to get, we walking back to the car, got in the car, and the car wouldn't start. I said, Lord have mercy, what's going on now? The car wouldn't start. So I said, well, yeah, out of gas.
That's about, what,
Out of
3
gas.
miles down
Yeah,
there?
about 3 or 4 miles down there. So
miles.
Lord, we got to walk back
From the gas
to Fort
No,
Barry.
from the end of the beginning of,
Yeah,
you know
about
what
3 or
the
4
OG
miles.
is where the elementary school is.
Yeah.
From that road in Port Barry all the way to the end of the OG track
Yeah.
was about
So
4 miles.
we took off walking.
This is in the middle of the
At
night.
12 o'clock, man, I was scared to death. Roy was going to kill me when I got back. So we stopped at this house. I said, she was scared. She was, poor thing, she was shaking. She was so scared. So I said, I know that gear in there. It's a gear that comes at the store. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to get him to bring us back. So I knock on the door. He said, get out of that porch. I'm going to kill you if you don't get out of here. Man, we started running. We took off walking real fast. Y'all better leave. I said, man, I need some help. And he wouldn't come help me. So we had to walk all the way back to Port Barry. When we got back to Port Barry,
Back to my house, you know.
back to her house, it was out of 1 or 2
the
o'clock
house
in the
which
morning.
is at the
And-
corner crossing the bridge to go to Aunt Niecy's. That right
And
there.
that was waiting for us. I thought the boy was going to
She
kill
was
us.
sitting in the kitchen window, standing in the kitchen window like this on the windowsill.
Mimi?
Daddy, yeah.
Well, I was
Yeah.
scared he was going to kill me, man.
Your dad?
Yeah.
I was scared he was going to kill me, man.
2 o'clock
But
in the
anyway,
morning. Yeah,
he was
it
such
was.
a good man. He was a,
I had blisters this big. I mean, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
gravel road. There was no
it
blacktop.
was bad.
It was gravel road all the way.
And then we kept on dating, and we decided to get married. So I was kind of scared to ask her daddy if I could marry her. So I went and asked her grandma, because she lived at her grandma's at grandma's house, and I told her, I said, I need to marry. I want Nugget to marry me. So she said, you better go talk to Roy. Well, I said, let me talk to you first. So she said, yeah, it's all right with me. So I went and talked to him. If I'm not mistaken, I think he told me, you better go ask her grandma. I done did that already. Oh, so I don't remember. He said, you did ask him first before me. And he made a little joke out of it, and it was nice. And we decided to get married. And through the years, well, we married and had some beautiful kids and worked.
In those days, there was a draft. Once you turned 18, most males who didn't have wife or children got drafted. And he, when he graduated, wanted to join the service. He and Sherman, his cousin, first cousin, went to New Orleans to take the test to get into the service, and he wanted to go so bad. When the tests were like, the answer sheet and the booklet were like
Yes.
ACT test you took at school with put the little circles, and if you didn't have it lined up, then you missed every one. And he was so anxious without paying attention. He answered every question, but every one of them was wrong because he had his answer sheet one page up, one notch up
Wasn't aligned.
was not lined up.
His scan.
So
I
then
met a
he
bunch
got
of them wrong,
yes.
so that
He got just about every one of them wrong
Then
because
I-
his answer sheet was off.
Then I had to take some blood work while I was there, and I discovered I had hypoglycemia. My blood sugar would drop if my body felt pain. So that was just one of the things that I had to cope with. But anyway, when I came back, I decided my daddy wanted me to stay and work with him. He said, it's up to you, do what you want. So I decided to stay and work at the store. And that's a long time ago, that little store we started off, and then we were still dating. Then we decided to get married in 1964.
The reason we did get married so young was to keep him from being drafted.
Yeah.
He decided he didn't want to go
I
anymore.
decided I didn't want to go take a test. So, but anyway,
18 and 20.
20.
Yeah.
And
See, he graduated in 1962. I graduated in 1964, and we got married on May 16th, which graduation day was May 20th. So there was
yeah,
4 days before I graduated from
yeah,
high school.
we got married.
Yeah,
And
I was we were finished school, but
She'd work with me in the store. We'd work together side by side, and it was tough. I'd work a lot of hours, and she'd do the paperwork and do the hiring, how to put the people when they'd work and everything.
I did the scheduling, I did
Did the scheduling,
bookwork, I did
bookwork.
the mail, I paid the bills.
Yeah, and I would
And
just
I
run
worked when
the-
he went to the football games. I closed the store.
Yeah,
30 years I
Yeah.
did that.
she did work for 30 years, and
And
then
we
I,
worked 16 and 18 hours a day,
Yeah, we used to work a long time.
not from 7 to 8.
No, we didn't have go to
No.
work at 6 in the morning and get off at 9 o'clock. We wouldn't get off at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'd work all day long. And the babies, when the babies started coming, I was kind of jumping a little ahead of things. When the babies started coming, you know, Tracy was first, and here comes Dana, and then here comes Shannon. But we worked so much to where I decided she needs to retire to stay with the kids, but she raised the kids so good. And I didn't get to see them very much because I'd work a lot, but I'd want to go and see them when I closed the store, and they were sleeping, and I'd sneak in there and I'd pinch them and I'd wake them up to play with her. And then she'd get so mad at me, "You're gonna have to stay up and put them back to sleep."
Well, I'd sit at the foot of the bed with a yardstick, and every time one would raise their head, I'd hit it on the bed, the foot of the bed, or they'd put their head back down
Oh,
till
yeah.
they finally fell asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I would do that for probably 2 hours.
Which kid did that the most?
Actually, between Tracy and Dana,
Not too much.
I don't know, Tracy more, because Tracy was not a sleeper like Dana was. Tracy was, she would wake up every single night. Every single night.
Yeah, and as they grew up, we didn't have much time to, you know. I used to take my little boy, Shannon, my little boy. I call him my little boy. I used to take him in the back here, because we live right next to the schoolyard, and the fence, the school fence, they had a hole right there, a drainage thing or something, and I'd pass him under that thing, and when he was real small, I'd bring him out there to kick, because I wanted him to be a football player, and he'd kick, and I can remember just like it was yesterday, when I threw him a ball, if he'd drop it, it was my fault. It was never Shannon's fault. And when he'd miss a point, you hold it too low, Daddy, pick it up, it's your fault. And he'd get, and I'd fuss at him, you know. But to make things in perspective, the work that he did and I did with him, he was an all-state kicker. He was pretty well good in high school. And then he got married. Well, Tracy and Dana got married, and then here comes Shannon, and here comes the grandbabies. Oh my God, those are my idols. All my grandkids, all of them. I don't put one ahead of the other. I get mad at one every now and then, and I worry about them when they leave or when they do something that they're not supposed to do, or, you know. And nobody's perfect, but they all had a little driving problem. They would go too fast with the car, and mostly, I don't know, the speeding tickets. I probably never saw half the speeding tickets, because Shannon's wife was working for the DA, and I had a little connection with the DA. Every ticket I got, she'd get it, so that's why they kept on speeding. Kept on speeding, and me, I'd get mad, y'all gonna get, I said, one of these days, y'all gonna make me go to the funeral home to see y'all. Quit doing it. I tried all kind of ways to make them, I'd be going to Lafayette Drive, and all of a sudden, one of them would pass me on the road. I was going 75, they was going 85. I had just finished talking to them about going too fast. Especially, I think it was Zachary. I believe it was Zachary that speeds too fast. I don't remember Hillary. I don't remember.
Zach still got a little heavy foot.
Oh Lord! And then, I mean, Oakley I never went too far with Oakley. I got mad at Zachary. Well, Zachary went to Eunice in my car without me knowing, and the car broke down. God punished him. The car broke down, and so he was scared to death to call me to tell me, and he knows who I am. I mean, I'd fuss a little while, but it's hard to fuss at grandkids, even though, because they, like you tell them what you think is right, and they disagree with you, and they get mad at you, and they don't want to talk to you, Oakley one time, they got mad at me for something. I don't remember what it was for, but anyway.
Can you name all of your grandkids?
Oh, I can do a good job with it. You want me to start? Mom, I need some help.
Put them
here.
in order.
Okay, in order. Okay, we got the first one was Kimberly. Okay, oh Lord. Kimberly, I can remember Kimberly. I take Kimberly in my first one. That was oh Lord. In those days they had shitty diapers. They didn't have Pampers. When you shit in their pants, I mean, excuse me for saying that word, but I'd put it on my shoulder and I'd go down the back walking. By the time I'd come back, if you missed in my pants, I had to watch my shoulder. It was true. That was my little walk with her, and I'd walk with her down the road back there and come back. Now name them all. Oh Lord,
Okay.
baby Gampy. Kimmy.
And Nick.
And Nick. Patrick. Kelly.
Well, yes, but you have Whitney before Kelly,
Whitney before Kelly.
and then Kelly, then Hillary, and then Patrick, and
What's the matter? She's cut.
okay. This is the thing, Hillary, Hill and Connor. You're gonna fix all that. You're gonna have to fix that. I don't want. I mean, if I was sitting here naming my kids, I could name them all. Yes. So.
You don't have to name them in order.
Oh well, then that's not a problem then, because
No.
we had Kelly and Hillary and Connor, and then we have our name Whitney. Okay, I could really start over.
Start over.
Okay.
Let's
there's
sort of name
Kimmy
them
and
all.
Nick,
Name each one of them.
and then Whitney, Hillary, Zachary, Jolie, Oakley, Patrick, Kelly, Connor. That's 10. Yes. And then the great-grandkids, that might be a problem.
Well, tell me about what it was like whenever you finally. What was the difference that you felt whenever you had grandkids, but then how did great-grandkids make you feel different?
Oh,
What was the difference?
it was no different. They just, to me, they one and all.
You know,
It's just hard to put a difference between any of them.
when I was little, when the grandkids were little, we never missed a birthday.
No.
Never went anywhere because it's Jolie and Zachary's birthday today. We never went. We drove to Texas every time one of Tracy's kids had a birthday. We drove to Texas for her birthday.
And we'd also, when Tracy's kids started playing sports and boys, we drove to Texas every Friday. We'd leave every Thursday, and we'd go to the ball game every Friday and come back Saturday.
We did that for Nick when Nick went to school in Texas.
And Nick went to school
His
in
senior
Texas
year,
too.
we went every Friday.
Every Friday.
We drove to
Never
Texas.
miss a game. But anyway,
The difference between the grands, well, actually, we never really made a difference. They were just as lovable because we never missed anything that we possibly, anytime they had something and we were able to go, we went, no matter where it was.
I'm gonna tell one of the stories that I never did tell anybody. When I was sick and Julie got married, it almost killed me. Not to be able to go to the wedding. Boy, and I was just hoping, and I must say that, but I hope she don't hold that against me. I was hoping that she'd come with her bride, with her gown, and her husband to see me. But there was more important things than that. But anyway, I missed it because I want to see her. And that's the only one I did miss the wedding for. And y'all's and
Well, those we didn't get invited to.
yeah, we didn't.
As a couple of them, we didn't get invited to.
Yeah, well, it's just that didn't hurt my feelings. It didn't change what I thought about my kids. Well, whatever my kids is right, they think is right for them, is right for me. You know, I don't like to. People ask me questions about this one, about that one. I said I haven't. I believe that they were well raised, well loved. Their mother, especially Shannon's kids, and I'm not bragging because Hillary's right there, but they're such lovable kids, and they have so much beauty in their life, love for everybody, which that's the way it's supposed to be.
What kind of legacy do you see leaving behind the grandkids? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind that the grandkids are picking up, that they can even pass down to their kids?
From what I can see what's going on now, it's amazing. Every one of them so far have turned out, they've all found their way in life, which makes me so happy. And in fact, let's go back a little bit when they were younger. Like one day I walked in the store and there was 8 of my grandkids, or 7, I don't know how many were working in the store, and I said to myself, oh Lord, if my daddy would see this, all these make him so happy. And I'm glad that some of them took part in there, and they show interest in everything. And I've never ever had one person tell me one crossword about any one of my grandkids. Never. Which is great, you know, for me to hear it like that. It's just like if people, they go in the store and they say, you know, I've never seen somebody that's so sweet. And, you know, like, they said exactly with the girls, them old ladies, from when I went in the store, there's 3 or 4 times I went in the store exactly working in the meat department. And I said, that's my grandson. Oh, he's so cute. He's so sweet. I said, yeah, all of them are like that.
As this video is going to be in the family for a while, if there's one thing that you want the kids to see and the future generations to come, what would that be? What would you leave? What's one message that both of you would leave to the future generation? Because y'all are the patriarch and the matriarchs of this big family. So, I mean, for the kids that come after and the legacy that y'all leave behind, what would that be?
I don't know. That's kind of hard to.
Always, I can tell you this much. What I have for my future grandkids, great grandkids, I can go back and say that they all made me happy. You have to make them happy, and you have to show them the way, the light, and the future. Whether you choose a Catholic religion, method, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's immaterial. As long as you believe in God, and God is the Almighty. And He's the one that if you need help, you can always look up. He's there. You might not see Him, but He's there. And that's what I always put myself to doing. When I think I have a hard decision to make, I always look up and ask for His help, which I get it sometimes and sometimes I don't, but He doesn't give you anything that you can't handle. Which, like right now, I've got a sickness and I'm battling it, whatever it takes. It's like I tell the doctor every week, I'm here, let's go, let's do it. And go back to this one right here. I don't know what I'd do without her. She's something else.
Well, Gampy's kind of getting away from the kids, but
Yeah.
the whole thing is our family being together.
We always teach
We've
it.
not lost anyone that's very close to us in our family. And as long as Gamby and I are here, I would like every holiday to be all of us together. It's not easy anymore. When Patrick moved away, once Patrick started school, medical school, it was hard for him to get away. So we've had a few Christmases without the whole family. But I loved it so much whenever they were all little, young, and we were always together, every holiday. That's why I cook every holiday at my house, to have everybody here together.
Any more questions?
It's not easy
Love,
now
yeah,
that they
we love.
all
How you do that?
have
That's-
husbands and wives and their own children, and they have in-laws, and so now we have to share.
How you do
our
that?
kids
what
with
does that
other
mean?
people.
Love, heart, heart.
No, like this, Gampy.
What does that mean?
That's, yes.
Heart?
These pointed. Go down with these. down. Close your hands. Close your hands. Look at me.
Oh, okay.
Do it with him. Do it with him.
Close these fingers.
Show me your heart.
There you go. Raise your hand up. That's close enough.
Then we'll leave y'all with that.
That's close enough.
A piece each other. Kiss. I love you all.
We didn't mean to end that in crying, but it's because we're so happy to have all of y'all.
Yep, yep.
And as far as for you, I can't get rid of you. You're still recording, huh?
Yeah.
But every time she comes in, she hugs me. They're all like that. She goes a little bit,
Yeah, well, she just comes more often.
she just comes more often. Okay, that's enough. Enough crying.
Okay, I'm gonna take some pictures of y'all now.
Okay.
Oh,
That was good, guys.
my eyes are burning.
The Christian with a tough two. He's got a dozen. We love his scoring. He hasn't said